From my personal feeling, it's really a pleasure to see Mammoth involvement in projects as the Hywind Tampen, where we are helping our customers reducing the carbon impact in their operations.
The draft of these foundations are 90 meters. We are here in Norway in the deep fjords, but still only after so many meters out of the quay, it is deep enough. Therefore, we need to give a lot of radius with our crane, and that resulted in using the PTC 200 for this job.
We are helping our customers reducing the carbon impact in their operations. Lifting higher and heavier in offshore wind is important as it reduces the amount of turbines to be installed, which means that fewer units will be produced and ultimately you can do things in a faster way.
Wind turbines are becoming bigger and bigger, so the need for such cranes as the PTC 200 is only going to increase.
Ring cranes will become an important asset in the future of floating wind, as they will allow our customers to build faster and in a more cost-effective way bigger and heavier turbines.
This project is really special because we are starting up a new trend in Norway, hopefully.
Floating wind opens the door for new areas with deeper waters and stronger wind speeds. It has less environmental impact on the seabed, but also floating wind is an important technology in reducing the cost of energy for the future. The key benefits of using a ring crane for installing floating wind turbines is really to avoid using the larger and more costly installation vessels, allowing our customers to install these turbines in sheltered areas, in harbors, where we can do this in a safer and more controlled environment. This is a unique project where we are installing 11 8.6 megawatt turbines at 143 meter radius.
This project starts, of course, with building up all the equipment that we have to deliver. So the PTC crane is, of course, the biggest item. It takes around 5 to 6 weeks to assemble it. In order to build wind turbines, you need, of course, all the components. Those components are arriving at this facility by seagoing vessels. We have 2 cranes ready on the quayside to offload those components.
We load it onto an SPMT. We drive it to a laydown yard. We load it off the SPMT onto the laydown yard for handling. After that, we transport it over here to this quayside for installation. This turbine is only a couple steps, so we start with a base tower. On the top of the base tower we do a lower mid and a top mid. Then we continue to a top tower. After the top tower, we install the nacelle and the three blades. When this turbine is finished, they have some installation works on it. After that, they tow it out to sea.
Now just seeing that the wind turbines is coming together and that we are managing to keep our goal to get this a big, nice project.
In this project we are installing nacelles of roughly 400 tons of weight. However, mammoth ring cranes are already future-proof for the next generation of turbines, which can go up at nacelles of over 1,000 tons. We are installing 11 8.6 megawatt turbines. Considering that we're installing on a spar foundation in an offshore environment is tricky due to the conditions where they will be installed.
What we struggle most with is the weather. It's a lot of wind here. That's why we build them as well.
Making use of an harbor where you're sheltered and where you can install the turbines in a much safer and controlled environment was the best approach for the project. The setup in the port in Wergeland is quite unique.
We are configured with a 105 meter main boom and 89 meter luffer. On the back we have 3,500 tons of counterweight, so the total system length is almost 200 meters.
In this project we have not only recalculated the crane to be able to lift at a higher wind speeds, but also installed a bespoke tagline system to control the lift set height, therefore reducing the chance of delays in the project.
I remember sales came to me that we need a drawing for floating wind turbines, and it involves a PTC 140. My first thought was, well, that is a dream, and eventually the PTC 140 was changed to PTC 200. And Equinor was just very excited about the crane. And then we developed the plan even more in detail. And at the end, they went for it. Floating offshore wind is getting more important by the time as shallow water is getting full with wind turbines.
From my personal feeling, it's really a pleasure to see mammoth involvement in projects as the Hywind Tampen, where we are taking part of the energy transition and helping our customers reducing the carbon impact in their operations. The importance of efficient handling of the components is creating a smooth production line in projects which can become very repetitive. So the interest is to try and achieve each of the milestones and avoid delays and missing out of the installation windows.
Wind turbines are becoming bigger and bigger, so the need for such cranes as the PTC 200 is only going to increase.
The key benefits of using a ring crane for installing floating wind turbines is really to avoid using the larger and more costly installation vessels. In this case, by using a construction vessel, we would be faced with very high daily operation costs, but also the risk of running into delays due to the weather conditions offshore. And therefore, making use of a ring crane was the best approach for the project.